Have you ever experienced a sense of being lost? Walking down the street, lost in contemplation, and everything seems dark, as if there is no way out, no light at the end of the tunnel. And suddenly, a glimmer of hope appears when you spot an inspiring quote on a stranger's t shirt as they pass by that completely resonates with your own situation. And it brings a smile on your face because just a moment ago you had asked the universe, will I ever get out of this dark night of the soul? Have you ever met someone who completely changed your perspective about life? Have you ever come across a video on YouTube that gave you goosebumps and suddenly you had an epiphany moment that eventually changed the trajectory of your life? Have you ever felt that if that quote, that stranger, or that video had not come to you at the right time, at the right place, your life could have been so different? And now let me ask you this for the last time. Do you still question the existence of God, this infinite intelligence, the pure consciousness that is always showing the way through synchronicities? The famous Swiss psychiatrist and psychoanalyst Carl Jung said, a content perceived by an observer can at the same time be represented by an outside event without any causal connection. It means that either the psyche cannot be localized in space or that the space is relative to the psyche. I would like to share one such phase from my own life when I was bombarded with synchronicities after I made the decision to truly follow my heart. There was a time in my life when I felt like I was drowning in a negative spiral. I spent my days trying to numb my stress by overworking and distracting myself from my own thoughts. I remember after coming back from the office, I used to watch videos and read books about the ancient civilizations, life beyond Earth, the purpose of our existence, and human evolution because these topics had always intrigued me as a kid. Every day before going to bed, I used to ask myself, is this really life? Is this what life is all about? Being stressed all the time, constantly worrying about the future, constantly overthinking past decisions that ruin your present moment. One day I was feeling so down that I couldn't get out of bed. I felt paralyzed by my own thoughts. And then I picked up my phone to scroll through YouTube to distract myself as usual. And the first video that came up on YouTube feed that day was the song Stay Alive. I watched it. It was the song from the movie The Secret Life of Walter Mitty. There was something about listening to that song at that very moment that resonated with a part of me that I didn't know existed. And I felt like watching that movie. And after watching that movie, the next day, I booked my tickets for my first solo trip. And my life hasn't been the same since. I traveled solo for almost a year, met people who gave me such insights. It felt like it was all destined. Meeting those people, having those experiences, it was all destined. It was all part of a plan that I could understand now. I was on my third trip, this time in Kashmir. I went to Gurez Valley, a small village near LOC. As I sat in my tent gazing at the mesmerizing Kishinganga River, a little boy who must be around 15 or 16 at the time, he came up to me. He was working there and he wanted to make sure that I was comfortable being the only girl at the campsite. He sat next to me and he told me about his life, how he and his brother had started this camping business with no money, and how he lost his elder brother to heart attack just a few weeks back who was just 22. And now he's the only one supporting his family with this business. I told him how inspiring he is to me, and he told me if you're able to help someone, anyone one day, do tell them my story. And he went off carrying on with his work. And I sat there. I didn't know how to feel. That night, sitting by the banks of the beautiful river, I was awestruck, having these moments of epiphanies one after another, trying to comprehend how intelligent this higher power is, that it has literally designed all of life, everything that exists. And we, as these small limited minds, if we can just understand the patterns of our own life, we will be given the truth. The truth that sets us free from all conditioning, from all illusions, from everything that is not true. So pay attention to these synchronicities, these patterns that you call coincidences. For God, the higher intelligence or the highest truth is trying to catch your attention so that you can wake up from this dream called Maya. Anything can be your messenger when your perception is open. And so it begins. A life filled with symbols only you can decipher. The sublime wisdom that cannot be Googled, but can only be understood through experience and recognizing the way it is directing you towards. Strangely enough, we all are divine messengers in each other's lives. When we start to see this world as this web of interconnectedness, we begin to see patterns that we may have previously overlooked. We realize that there is a web of relationships and interactions happening all around us, and we all are an integral part of this cosmic design. Synchronicities remind us that there are no coincidences or accidents, but rather a series of meaningful connections that are constantly unfolding. If you have faith and open eyes to observe and recognize these meaningful patterns, trust them. They are messages from above, and you are experiencing them for a reason.